We think we know what side we're on, he spoke into the silent theater. We think we know who we are. We tear life apart into good or evil, beautiful or ugly, princess or witch, right or wrong. He gazed at the biting fairy boy. But what if there are things in between? Soumen Chayani is the #1 New York Times best-selling author of the series The School for Good and Evil. His other works include Dangerous Tales, Beast and Beauty, Flying Lessons, as well as The Fall and Rise of School for Good and Evil. In Harvard and Columbia University, he majored in film, creating his own fairy tale major. His long-existent passion for writing was not his focus, however, and he never considered it as one. But as the idea for a School for Good and Evil started to take over his brain, he knew it would be too much to fit in a movie. Deciding to finally write novels, Soumen fell in love with writing, and now he, quote-unquote, believes not writing is like not breathing for him. The School for Good and Evil is a book that's really hard to describe. It was mesmerizing with all the deep wisdom of themes and character conflict hidden under the simple words. But more, it's a valuable book. And if you understand it, it's beyond impactful. I refer to this book still and always find new wondering how Soumen writes such a powerful story. If a book is half as good as The School for Good and Evil, I would have likely read it twice. In Gavaldon, an isolated town, every child has their nose buried in books. Storybooks that record the history of heroes and villains, children that disappeared every 4 years. As the long-awaited day has come, Sophie, who dreams of becoming a fairy tale princess, gets her one and only chance. Her pessimist best friend, who all villagers believe is destined to become a witch, does not believe in the stories. But as her mom packs her bags, excited for her voyage, she couldn't help but wonder. Then the day comes, and the schoolmaster takes the 2 girls. But with the kidnap, also comes the reversed fate. Sophie and Agatha find themselves struggling in the new school. And Agatha couldn't help but realize that her only best friend is going to become her nemesis. Is their bond of friendship strong enough to survive the test? Is good and evil all that there is? Through the competitions, Soumen Chayani adds character voice and distinctive personality. The characters each have their own desires, conflicts, and barriers. As time goes on and the hardships double, Agatha questions the real meaning behind good and evil, and if one needs to cross the silver line. So what is the author trying to tell us? Is good always good and evil always evil? The message Soumen was trying to convey is no. Nobody can be 100% good nor 100% evil. Maybe more than the other, but evil doesn't always mean bad. Same goes with villains. But this concept is hard to understand, so I admire Soumen's masterly way of showing it to the readers. That's another reason to read The School for Good and Evil, because you will truly learn the meaning of good and evil with this journey. There are little books, especially fantasy, that I will recommend to all. But this book is different, and that's why it's my favorite book of all time. This not only is for fantasy readers, but for people who want to learn the real meaning of friendship, its challenges, and the silver line between good and evil. Themes are often hard to convey, but in The School for Good and Evil, Soumen could not have done a better job. Psst. The whole series is available on the first shelf of the middle school section. What are you waiting for? Check it out now!